I think this was the moment I became obsessed with bass. Literally holding on to the thing for hours. For me, bass fishing was carved into my childhood. It's simply one thing that's never going to change. I'd grow up fighting over the remote controller with my siblings so I could catch a glimpse of one of the bass pros on TV. I'd read about these big pros like Kevin Van Dam, and I'd see them in magazines and the big tournaments throughout the States.
And Kevin Van Dam, the leader, going
The
into
Deep
this
South
final
is home
round
to
of
bass
competition.
fishing. It's knitted into their culture and it's part of a $5 billion industry. They put bass anglers on cereal boxes and host $1 million tournaments. Growing up, some of the lakes were burned into my memory from playing the video games on, believe it or not, on computer and Super Nintendo and N64. Names like Sam Rayburn, Lake of the Ozarks, Dale Hollow, and Lake Guntersville. 2 years ago, the opportunity came up to go down south and film an old friend while he fishes for a spot at the Forest Wood Cup, one of the most prestigious bass tournaments that exist. In 2018, Cooper and Danny placed second at the Canadian Championships. This time, invited to Lake Guntersville, Alabama.
Wow, you're going back to the Costa Championship!
Cooper, how's it going, man?
Good, man. How are you, Josh? Get some biscuits, some gravy, and cheese, eggs, and bacon.
And so I'm in the international division, so I have to beat all the international guys. You got China, Mexico, South Africa, and a few other countries. And they're pretty good odds. I think it's like 1 in 15 odds of making it to the Forest Wood Cup, and it's crazy. I'm super excited. It's just crazy thinking that the Forest Wood Cup's on the line. It'd be a dream of mine to make it to the Forest Wood Cup. It's, I just get the chills talking about it right now. Anyway, we're getting the rod set up. I have a lot of cleaning to do. My boat's full of leaves, tackles all over the place.
Me, my buddy Brent, and my buddy Neil, we're staying together here for a week on Lake Guntersville, Alabama. Practice has been tough, but hopefully it turns around for the tournament. Hopefully we can get out tomorrow. The weather looks pretty tough, but yeah, should be fun.
Right now you have it. So by how much? You're champion! Great pass to win it. Come on, Eric, we just do this, man.
International division of the FLW Costa Championships. Going to the Forest Wood Cup. Crazy. Crazy.
Yeah, so that was a tough day. Brutal. I got 3 bites first thing in the well, 2 bites first thing in the morning, and then I got 1 more bite on my deep stuff, a little spotted bass, and that was it. Disappointing, big time. That's how she goes. Now I gotta make it back here again. Jeez. We're gonna leave here in a sec. I need to find fish.
Cooper has a lot of years ahead of him, and he's leaps and bounds beyond where most guys were at his age. As for me, well, that little dock by my campsite, perfect casting platform to catch a big old bucket mouth.
We have a pontoon boat out there, a G3.
One of the neighbors, Jim, was willing to take me out in his boat. We fished for the day and Jim put on a clinic. He's got a big, quite a history with bass fishing himself, and he had lots of stories to tell about the tournaments that he'd fished and even won in the past.
It's hard not to set the hook.
Oh yeah, that's why most of the time, that's what I told you. I didn't get excited, and I just kind of try to look away.
Yeah.
And not pay that much attention.
I think they sit right in it because this morning I'm sitting there and they're boiling. I'd see the largemouth come up beside this dock and boil.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get them to go on anything.
Sometimes they won't because the cord's down, man.
Yeah, but
so much to eat.
Yeah, like right where you are. No! I told you. I said right where you are right now.
I love it. That's pretty good.
That's a nice fish.
That's a pretty.
Nice. There's a good fish.
Well, 5 of them would be real good. This money. I know that fish weighs what, 2 1/4, maybe?
Yeah. Beautiful. Nice fish, man. Give me some of that.
All in all, Alabama was an unbelievably culturally rich place. What I picked up from the people was that they were admirably respectful and courteous and welcoming. When you walk into cafes and every old guy has fishing hooks on his hat and they're talking about the biggest bass that was caught or the stories about what's happening with the latest tournaments, it makes you really realize how much a part of the culture the bass is, and it's kind of a cool feeling to think about how different their world is than ours.